friends, welcome back to Nook. So today I'm kind of excited. I've never done any of this before. I mean, I have made quesadillas, just like cheese quesadillas, but I have not done it this way. The other day, my freeze dryer finally finished working, and I was able to do up some chicken and then some beef, okay? But there's a restaurant here in town. It's a restaurant in Bowling Alley. And one of my favorite things there is the chicken quesadilla. I need to still go get the cheese from the back freezer. I forgot about that. But anyways, there is the chicken. So what I'm going to be doing is I bought this little dash quesadilla maker. And in the restaurant, we actually, they have a thing that's made out of sour cream and salsa together. So I'm just going to, in the stove, I'm just going to go ahead and put this little bit of salt and pepper and stuff, and that's about it. But what I'm going to do, because I don't know, because I've never done the chicken, I don't know how long this is going to take to actually reconstitute, or the taste of it, because I've never used it that way. So I'm going to go ahead and get my drawer open here. Go ahead and bring it down. And you can see my little dash maker. I did turn that on. And I vacuum sealed this the other day because I wasn't for sure when the next time I was going to use it. So I'm going to go ahead and just throw in a few pieces. I like chicken, but I don't want just tons of chicken, obviously. And because I'm making it myself, I don't have to have how the restaurant makes it. I can see how long this is going to take. Gosh, that's almost already back. So I'm going to go ahead and let that set for about a minute or two. I will be mixing up the salsa and the sour cream together. But I'm going to bring you over to the stove and cook up the peppers and stuff. So I'm going to go ahead and start with this because I'm going to let that chicken just soak for those few minutes, not very long. And I'm going to go ahead and cook up what I have left of these peppers and onions. And that's what I'll do here first. I'll be cooking these up. And then I will go ahead and add that chicken, you know, once it's actually back to this. But start this, get this actually fried and getting this kind of like cooked. I'm just going to go ahead and add a little bit of salt and pepper. Now this is probably going to be enough because my shells are kind of really small and this doesn't hold a very big one. My pepper's not shaking out there. So it's going to be pretty small. And I'm going to go ahead and throw just a little bit of garlic and onion powder in here. And stir this up, get this fried up. And then let me see if that chicken is actually ready yet. That chicken is back. I mean, I know you can't really tell, but I'm going to see real quick, see how this tastes. So I'm going to take one of the smaller pieces and see. Just like chicken. I mean, obviously freeze-dried stuff tastes exactly what it should taste like prior to. I'm going to go ahead and dump this water. We did actually make up 3 pieces of lunch meat because I see people on my Facebook page in my freeze dryer groups, they actually did that. They would just roll up the lunch meat. Well, Mark bought some rye bread the other day and he's like, well, you know, usually he likes the warm meals, but he's like, I got the rye bread, I'd like to really try some stuff. He says, so is the lunch meat all in the freezer? I said, yeah, but I did actually cook up or freeze dry those 3 pieces. I said, but we're not supposed to leave it in the water very long. Were you willing to try that? See if you like it before we pull it out of the freezer. And he said it was just absolutely perfect. So I think that's going to be the way to go from now on when we get a whole bunch and we just freeze dry it. And that way it's not taking up freezer space. And like when my freezer died, it's just a big mess. But anyways, this is starting to come up a little bit here. Lower you back down. And, you know, obviously the water from the frozen peppers here is getting in here. And I'm going to go ahead and I'm just going to go ahead and toss in that meat at this time and fry this up together. And then I will bring you back to the island when this is all done and I will make my quesadilla. Alright, so as you can see, the vegetables and the chicken is done. So I'm going to go ahead and, I don't know how much of this I need to make, but I'll just make a little bit here. If I need more, then I will make more. I shook up the salsa because I thought they were using something else, but I asked one of the wait staff and they told me that yes, it's the sour cream and the salsa. As you can see, that comes together very nicely, and that's going to give it a nice flavor inside with the meat also. Other than, I actually got a bigger container. That's why I don't like to make things in the smaller containers. I always make a huge mess. As you can see, look at that. I mean, really nice. I mean, really. That's why you'll see me most of the times I'll always use a way bigger pan than is ever needed. Alright, so I have that is hot. So I'm going to go ahead and throw, now obviously it would probably go for the very next size this could go up to. But as you can see, that looks really nice. I'm going to go ahead and sprinkle in here. Now one thing I do like about this so far is this is kind of deep. And this will allow, you know, your things to be in here. And the only thing missing is, obviously, when my freezer died, I had some leftover Spanish rice that I could have been putting in here. But obviously I can't because I don't have any made up. So I'm going to put a little bit of cheese. And then I'm going to go ahead and put some of this topping in here. Now like I said, this is the one thing, if you ever eat here in Portland, Michigan, the Wagon Wheel has really good food. I've always really liked everything that I've gotten, but this is the main thing I always eat. So I'm going to go ahead and put that in, put that lid down, and there's no squishing needed or anything because there's room. And I will bring you right back as soon as this is done, give you a little bit of a taste test and see if it actually does meet the Wagon Wheel's lunch. So I'll be right back. Alright, let's see how this is looking. I did flip this because it's not touching that top one at all. So we'll go ahead and pull this out. I mean, that looks really super good. And I'm going to go ahead and cut this in 4s. And obviously I'm not much of a pizza cutter because I just squished everything out to one side. Alright. So what I'll do is I'll take a little bit of this side piece here, make sure it's got everything and the chicken and everything. It's really super hot. I'm going to have to eat with that with a fork and a knife because I've made a heck of a mess. But hopefully this could be cooled off enough. So here it goes. Yes, please. I mean, it doesn't look like much in the plate, but if you've not ate the quesadilla there at the restaurant, if I would have had my eyes closed and I would just took a bite of both, I would not have known if it was theirs or mine. So that major plus. I can actually see, because I had asked you all as far as, you know, what would you like to see done with that chicken and beef as far as emergency meals, shelf-stable meals, or whatever have you. But honestly, I think, I need to turn this on. I think this would work very well for things like this that I want for lunch, that the meat's frozen, but I could just take a few pieces and then it's done. So like I said, this is very, very yummy to me. I can see really having this often because this is actually one of my, like I said, my favorite meals from that restaurant. So I guess this is a good thing and it actually works out. So thank you very much for stopping by. You have a very blessed and wonderful day.